Hey, we're back.
Hey, yeah, sorry. All right, sir.
Thank you for being there.
All right, thanks for your patience. Skynet's been going bad. All right, go ahead, Jeff.
Break it again.
So, I think up till now you haven't really let this slip, but what is 355's real name?
You already have.
We already have. He said.
Oh, you did?
Yeah. He said that only one person got it right.
Yeah.
He refuses to tell us.
It's in there somewhere.
Is
Read
it?
it 2 more times and you'll discover.
Is there any likelihood it'll be brought up in the show at all? Do you know? Like, is that a possibility?
I don't even know if there will be a show.
Oh, okay.
So stay tuned.
Okay.
What's up, bud?
Bye.
So my question is, I'm the blasphemous person here. I don't read Saga. I know. Shut up. But like I like a lot of your current and newer stories, like Who Stand on Guard, Paper Girls. Those are the things I'm actually really enjoying the most of.
Thanks.
What would like going to Paper Girls? I had somebody ask you what you drew from for inspiration and whatnot. What was really your striking thing for Paper Girls? Like, where did you come from to get some inspiration for that?
I think it just being old and sort of thinking back to when I saw Stand By Me with my dad when I was a 10-year-old kid in the theater. We were the distance between then and when my dad were those characters' ages that I am now from Stand By Me. No, none of that's making any sense. But I suddenly realized, oh shit, I'm old. And I barely remember my past. And do I remember it, too nicely? Am I too nostalgic for the 1980s, which were in a lot of ways a sort of dark, terrible time? And so I think this is a book about nostalgia and sort of coming to terms with my past and all of our past, I guess.
That's awesome. Thank you.
Thank you.
Hello, Joe again. So
Hey, Joe.
I know like you and Brubaker, you basically can just come up with any concept and Image will publish it. But how do you pick your artists?
Yeah, I guess if someone I like reaches out to me, I guess in some of that's Steve Stross and I met at a movie, and yeah, I guess Fiona, I sought her out. Steve Niles recommended her, and Cliff Chang and I are old friends. He drew a Swamp Thing story 15 years ago, so it's different. Sometimes it's an arranged marriage. Sometimes it's a blind date with someone that you hope it's going to work out with, and sometimes it's one of your oldest friends. So it's basically just wherever I can find someone who's willing to draw my weird shit, I'll take it.
Have you ever had a time where somebody like auditioned for the and didn't work out?
No, I can't imagine. I have to say, most artists really aren't that interested in working on creator-owned stuff, I've found. It's much sort of safer financially, I think, and you're going to have a built-in audience to do a Marvel or DC character. Those are usually characters they grew up loving. So it's hard when you go to an artist and say, I have a book about 4 12-year-old girls who ride bicycles, which are a pain in the ass to draw. It's not like people are beating down the door to come work with me. So no, I'm very lucky I've gotten to work with the artists who are brave enough to draw my weird shit.
All right, well, thank you very much.
Thank you, Joe.
One final time, I promise, and hopefully the computer won't crash.
Fingers crossed.
Anyway, so this is a two-part. One, what's current titles, image, and otherwise would you recommend? And number two, what do you hope for the comics medium in the future? Oh. Did we forget?
Okay, so yeah, that's part one?
Yeah, part two is what do you hope to happen in the comics medium in the future?
Well, comics I like now from Image. I still love Copperhead, really smart sci-fi western that Jimmy Ferber writes, and I just think it's lovely. Just a fast-paced, cool, sophisticated bit of science fiction, and I mostly follow writers. So Jason Aaron, whatever he's up to, Southern Bastards is great. His new goddamn book looks incredible. So yeah, those image books are great. And my hope for the future of comics, I have more of the same. I got to say, there was a few years ago that everyone was so down on comics, and we were afraid that our brick and mortar comic retailer friends were going to go to one way of record stores, and disappear. But it hasn't happened. It feels like retailers are thriving, and digital is bringing in an entirely new audience. And I think I'm usually with Rick that I think the alternate covers are a little silly, and we're probably drowning in too many of those. But that feels like nitpicking at a time where, I've been writing comics for a while, and there's never been a better time to be a creator, particularly in image, where I get to own the work completely with my collaborators. We get a no strings attached contract where, we really have total control over it and are not edited. No, I don't think there's ever been a better time. So I hope comics don't fuck it up. I hope we just continue on this good track.
Comics, don't fuck it up, please. Thank you very much. Again, this was a great opportunity.
Oh, thanks. Thank you, guys.
Okay, I got a quickie for you. If you could go back in time and have super persuasive powers and speak any language, what artist would you want to work with in history?
Oh, in history?
Yeah.
If any of the Ninja Turtle artists, I guess, went away, Vinci, or that all sounds pretty good, but I'm not that sophisticated. I like contemporary artists. I'd take Frank Quietly over Monet, even though I'm sure Monet would do a badass comic. Give me some of that sweet, quietly goodness.
Okay, thank you.
Sure.
Looks like I get to be the lucky last person to
Hey,
ask
hey,
questions. This one
Also-
actually comes from my girlfriend who is on the road right now. She had the work conference or whatever, so she's missing out. But I will be sure to relay the answer. She wants to know, as a big animal enthusiast, if you happen to know how Fiona drew all of her inspiration for the various animal hybrid creatures in the universe. The girl Marco was trying to hook up with, she obviously a bat. Moonies are part ram and all that. Just, if there was any kind of insight into that inspiration.
Yeah, no, she's not a zookeeper or anything. I wish there was an awesome answer that she had access to all of these. But she's just a genius artist who can draw anything, And I think I realized when I saw that first splash page of the stalk, I was like, wow, she is one of the great designers of all time. So I should just back off and let her imagination run. So yeah, I'm just addicted to creating new characters for her to draw. So I'm just hoping this next arc, she's going to be drowning, and we're just going to have hundreds of new characters. So be on the lookout.
So do you just give her a description of what you're kind of looking for, and then just go ham?
Yeah, as basic as Marco and Alana, or Marco is a handsome guy with horns who has a sword, and Alana is a badass mom with a ray gun and wings. And she sent over a few different versions. And yeah, if you haven't read the Saga Book 1 hardcover, there's a lot of cool extras and sort of never before seen stuff about that. So I can plug, if Rick has any copies left, check it out. But it's basically, I'm just lucky to work with one of the great artists working today. I try not to get in her way.
That's pretty rad. Again, appreciate your time, and I'll go ahead and give it back to Rick now.
Sure.
All right, Brian, Rick, one more time to close it out. Thank you again so much for all your insightful answers and stuff. We certainly appreciate it. We're all giant fans of your work, and everyone had a great time. So thank you again for joining us, and we look forward to more work. Any idea when we may see your next? I know you just launched Paper Girls, but if I could clone you and you write 20 books a month, that'd be great, because I can't get enough of your stuff as a fan and as a retailer. But any idea when your next comic project may be beyond Paper Girls? Maybe 6 months or a year, or is it way down the road, or what?
No, I mean, I think I know this is no fun for you as a print retailer, but I'd say before the end of the year, you can be on the lookout for something new from Marcos and me from panelsyndicate.com.
Cool.
So, something that might be in print eventually, but yeah, but I think that's enough number ones for any human being to release in 1 year at that point. That's an obscene amount. So after that, I'll just sort of want to, keep going for as long as I can, and we'll see what happens.
Awesome. Well, thank you again for your time. Let's get a big round of applause for Brian K. Vaughan.
You guys are so lucky to have Rick for a retailer and to have such a great store in your neighborhood. I'm jealous of you guys, but thank you for coming and staying out till 9 o'clock. You weirdos. Go out and drink. What are you doing in a common?
We bout maybe.
Awesome. All right.
Okay.
Thanks again, Brian. Thanks so much for your time.
Thanks,
We look
guys.
forward
Have a
to more
great
working with
night.
you. All right, man. Awesome.
Later.
Thanks.